All right, as we move into the book portion, we're going to look at, I'm just going to read the first two sets of scriptures for you to begin with, just so that you can hear it audibly, and then we'll discuss it. The first one is First Timothy 3, 1 through 13. The saying is trustworthy. If anyone aspires to the office of overseer, he desires a noble task. Therefore, an overseer must be above reproach, the husband of one wife, sober-minded, self-controlled, respectable, hospitable, able to teach, not a drunkard, not violent, but gentle, not quarrelsome, not a lover of money. He must manage his own household well, with all dignity, keeping his children submissive. For if someone does not know how to manage his own household, how will he care for God's church? He must not be a recent convert, or he may become puffed up with conceit and fall into condemnation of the devil. Moreover, he must be well thought of by outsiders, so that he may not fall into disgrace, into a snare of the devil. Deacons likewise must be dignified, not double-tongued, not addicted to much wine, not greedy for dishonest gain. They must hold the mystery of the faith with a clear conscience. And let them also be tested first. Then let them serve as deacons if they prove themselves blameless. Their wives likewise must be dignified, not slanderers, but sober-minded, faithful in all things. Let deacons each be the husband of one wife, managing their children and their own households well. For those who serve well as deacons gain a good standing for themselves and also a great confidence in the faith that is in Christ Jesus. Then turning over to the book of Titus, we're going to read Titus 1, 5 through 9. This is why I left you in Crete, so that you might put what remained into order, and appoint elders in every town as I directed you. If anyone is above reproach, the husband of one wife, and his children are believers, and not open to the charge of debauchery or insubordination. For an overseer as God's steward must be above reproach. He must not be arrogant or quick-tempered, or a drunkard, or violent, or greedy for gain, but hospitable, a lover of good, self-controlled, upright, holy, and disciplined. He must hold firm to the trustworthy word as taught, so that he may be able to give instruction in sound doctrine, and also to rebuke those who contradict it. So as we begin to look at those two passages, the first thing I think we need to do is have the students look up in a concordance the term for overseer and the term for elder. There's been much controversy, as you see. I've written that in the lesson, that there's been a lot of controversy over the years on whether there's two offices or three offices of the church. And the reason that is because the New Testament writers have used words, the pastor and overseer and bishop and elder, synonymously. They've used those interchangeably. And so some people say that there needs to be a pastor, elder, and deacons, and then others say that the pastor is the elder, and then there are deacons. And some would even go so far as to say there needs to be a plurality of elders. So in that case, in our church, the way it looks right now, you could say that if there's if the pastors are the elders, then there is a plurality of elders because we have multiple elders on staff. My personal opinion is probably there does need to be pastors and elders and deacons, because what's wrong with having extra spiritual maturity and direction? Not anything, there's wisdom in a multitude of counselors. And but anyway, I want them to see that is of the fact that they use those terms interchangeably, and they both, as you can see in the lesson there, the term overseer is episkopos, a man charged with the duty of seeing that things are done by others are done rightly, any curator, guardian, or superintendent. Then the B definition there is an overseer of a Christian church. Okay, and then presbyteros is the term for elder, and it is among Christians those who preside over Christian assemblies. So an overseer of the Christian church and one who presides over the assemblies of a Christian church, you can see how synonymous those things are. So at any rate, I'm not sure that needs to do anything other than be noted with the students, because I don't want to get into this debate that we're really going to miss the point if we get into a debate over whether one church, one denomination does it right or another denomination does it right. The fact is that those terms are used synonymously. So probably either model set up, whether it's pastor, elders, and deacons, or just pastor as elders and deacons, they're probably neither one of them out of order in God's economy, and so, or in the economy of the church, I mean. So we're gonna, if we get involved in that debate, we're gonna be missing the point. Just a moment.